All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the honors of the elders, Apostle Great Millstone, who told me the truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutation. I come out there, scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth, that's serving the truth, not truth, sincerity. To I say Shalom. Just abundant Bala come to another video in the spirit. And this video is going to go into about how Jake lacks understanding. And what sparked this video topic was, I believe it was this week. You had that Jake on his doing his little sit down, and one thing that he said that is that that we shouldn't be drinking water, okay, and he was trying to list all these different reasons of why you shouldn't be drinking water and stuff like that, and you can tell that Jake just lacks understanding, and they just be trying to sound like our elders and apostles say. They just be trying to sound too deep, just for attention, you know. Sometimes, in this world, the things that are simple, or the things that just already are, that really don't need a deep explanation, are not enough for people. They gotta sound like they are basically the most smartest person in the room, as you could say. Because what they want that attention, and that's all it boils down to. Jake just wanted attention, okay, and it's really, that really just stems from jealousy, because Jake doesn't know they're Israelites and claim to be in the truth. They're really jealous of our apostles and our elders, because they have labored. Our apostles, they have labored. They put in work. So they basically, they put the work in so we can have the 100% truth. Okay, but Jake, they wanna be that person that found out this new thing. They wanna be the new thing popping on the street. Okay, they can't just leave what is. They can't just leave what is. I don't want to say this. They can't just leave what already is, if that makes sense. Okay, they wanna try to re-rock something, or act like they found some new information, that we already didn't know. But if you have common sense, if majority of our body is made up out of water, wouldn't it make sense for us to consume that as well? Like, why, if our body is made up of a majority water, why are we not supposed to consume it as well? So what are we going to use to replace that? Okay, 1 + 1 = 2 all the time. But no, not with Jake. Jake got to add some extra shit to it all the time. That just shows you how our people are destroyed for knowledge, and how they lack understanding. So I'm going to grab this. This is Hosea 4:6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. But thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." Yeah, Jake is destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Okay? And they basically rejected it. Okay, because there's really no excuse. Especially, I was watching the elder Karatazar from Vegas. He basically did a response to the video, because brothers already did videos about the Jake, with this no drinking water situation. But one thing he said was, it's simple. When you can he went up and Googled, how much the human body is made of water, and the answer was 60%. And it also went in the breakdown of each part of your body, how much water it has in it. But it's really no excuse when we're in this informational era where you can just simply look up things. And then also one thing that the elder said was, okay, he's saying all these things, that the reasons why we're not supposed to drink water. So what's the substitute? Okay, Jake don't give you basically the full breakdown of anything. They always half-ass it. So, okay, we're not supposed to drink water. What's the substitute for it? And a good one They don't give it to you. They just ramble. Okay, because what? They're not trying to give you genuine information. They just want to sound cool. Just want to sound deeper than deep. And all of that is unnecessary. And that shows you how they basically falling after their own heart. So let me grab this. This is Sirach 39 and 26. It says the principal thing for the whole use of man's life are water. And that's number one on the list. That's the first thing first. Because where are we created from? We are created from the waters. Okay? That's where the beginning is. For man. It's from the waters. So it only makes sense for that to be the first thing on the list. You know, you can go so long without eating food, but you can't go so long without eating water. Okay, that's something you need. Okay, if you're just drinking water, you can survive for a certain amount of time with just drinking water, but eventually your body's gonna need some food. But water is a very important aspect that we need in our life. So I'm gonna continue to read. It says the principal thing for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are good for the God are good. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. Okay? And there you go. To the godly, these things are good. But to the sinners they're turned to evil. So that's showing you right there. That's you picking a side of your fence. If you basically think that all these things are illicit are evil. And that's basically what this man is saying. He's saying that water is evil because we're not supposed to be drinking it. And that just shows you how they don't read, man. How the scripture says, and I believe in Ezekiel 3, it says eat the whole roll. It shows you that Jake has not eaten the whole roll. Okay? Because if you read the scriptures and were into the scripture, then you would have came across the scripture. And it's simple. Like it says in Proverbs, I forget where, it says wisdom is a principal thing. With all that get understanding. So how do you get wisdom? You know, from the scriptures, from reading. So like wisdom is a principal thing. This also gives you the principal things for a man's life. That just shows you that our people lack wisdom. And ultimately, the Lord is not dealing with them. Because the Lord is dealing with you, and if the Rakakadash is supping with you, then the Spirit is going to lead you for the answers that you're looking for. So let me grab this. This is Proverbs 25 and 27. It said, it is not good to eat much honey, so for men to search their own glory is not glory. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. It says it's not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory. That's plain and simple. Because you got men out here that's what? Just searching for their own glory. And it's in vain. Okay, you got men out here that wanna make themselves of a reputation. Because they want to be somebody. They want to be on the level as our apostles and the elders. And they want to be the one, like I said earlier, they want to be the one who who found something new out. But they don't understand that the Lord set all of this up. You know, the Lord set our apostles up, and the men that came after them. The Lord set them up in their right order. They didn't go out here seeking their own glory. They went out here trying to put themselves in any type of position. The Lord put them in positions because this is the Lord's movie. This is the Lord's play, and He's the director. And men trying to do that is basically going to go bad for them in the end. It's going to be to their own downfall. Let me grab this. That's why it says Proverbs 3:5. It says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to thy own understanding. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Yeah. So yeah, don't lead to your own understanding. And you see that going on a lot, you know. But the scriptures talk about that, you know, as we continue in these end days. You know, you see Jake bugging out more and more, and leaning to their own understanding. Because ultimately, what? They don't fear the Lord like it says in verse 7. And what? They're not acknowledging the Lord like it says in verse 6. If they was to acknowledge the Lord direct their paths. But they don't. They don't acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And what they don't acknowledge him is by what? Because they don't call him by his true name. So I'm going to grab this last scripture. This is in Proverbs 2. Proverbs 28:26. It says, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. And that's what you see that's going on. So a lot of men they're trusting in their own heart. They're trusting in their own mind. They're leaning to their own understanding, and then what? They're being showed as a fool. Because I think even in the video, I don't know if it was a woman in the video. It was like she had her reaction like under to what he was saying about drinking water. I don't know if she made it or somebody made it, but it's like she was listening to him, and like when it got like to the end of what he was saying or why he was saying, you told her she was taking a sip. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she was taking some sip of some water. So that's showing you like she's listening, like, you know, and like the facial expression she was making, it was like really. Like, are you really saying this right now? It was like making fun of him because what? He was making himself look like a fool because what? He was trusting in his own mind. No, I don't know if he heard that from somebody or that's just something that he came on his own. But ultimately, what? He's trusting in his own mind, and what he's being making a fool out of. It says, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. And Yahweh Tazah, that's us, because we're how are we walking wisely? By exercising this wisdom and knowledge and understanding that we've been taught, and following those steps, following the foundation that's already been laid before us, and hoping that we be saved and that we be delivered. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Lord, this video is edifying. I'm going to close out by giving our praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.